JF Stretford Paddock. This is the, what is it?
Paddock Podcast,
Paddock Podcast, there you go. I was almost going to say the paper talk then, but it's not the paper talk because I'm not Old Trafford. And it's about 6 hours after the paper talk, so it's a good start. Mr. Stephen Howson, how are we doing?
All right.
Yeah? Did you enjoy Henning Berg's appearance on the on the brew the other day?
Yeah, it was good.
It was alright, wasn't it? Yeah. I liked the fact that he was fairly serious, wasn't he? He wasn't like messing about like we do.
I was more shocked to find out that Henning Berg was two separate names. I put it together at first.
Stop the start.
You said if you were going to bring him on here, you were going to control him, and he was going to be all right. You said that to me.
What did I turn around to you two about before? What did he say?
Henning Berg on one
What
name.
did he say?
That's
I turned around
amazing.
and went, fucking hell.
Did you think Henning Berg was like double-barreled name, or
What
did you
were
think
his-
it one word
One
altogether?
word, man.
What worries me more is when you don't flag it up. When he says these things and you don't even acknowledge
There's
it.
a lot of them that just go.
You
under the
just
bridge
like
now.
you just
They
don't
have to.
acknowledge it. But
What did he say before he's going to do me head in that now?
I can't remember.
Was
What
it
was
about? Was it about time?
No.
Why? What's your
What was he
thoughts on
saying?
time?
What was on my
It's
dinner?
about the fact that time just feels like it can fast forward an hour randomly. Like I don't get
No, it
it.
wasn't that one.
Like, the other
What
day.
was it? You were having your dinner and he said something.
I just turned around and I was like, honestly, we're just letting that go.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it's. We'll try and have a think, and we can remember what. Ronaldo Brown
Oh, it
said.
was whether I wondered if Serena Williams was a United fan. That wasn't that random.
It is.
Pretty random, innit?
It is a bit random. Why was you wondering if Serena Williams is a United fan?
Because he's off his tits.
Because she was on Sky Sports News. So I just thought,
Yeah, because
where's the
Sky Sports News and
Do you know all them
link Will
thoughts?
Smith
thing?
to Sky to Sport
Yeah.
by saying Serena Williams did an Instagram story about it, so there you go. You can have it on Sky Sports News.
It kind of made sense though because he won his Oscar for playing Dad, so I get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't as tenuous as everyone's made.
Is that what we're talking about? Will Smith, Chris Rock.
We can do if you want. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Definitely talk about
Well, whose side are you on? Are you Team Rock or Team Smith or neither? Or both?
One, neither. Two, I'm still not 100% sure it was real. Three,
Me and Ronnie think it was.
three,
Go on.
I like a bald joke. And
I
I'm
know
all
you
for
do.
equality.
I know you did.
Right, and I'm all for equality.
You are.
Right? So,
Jada
one,
Pinkett.
why is Jada
Yes.
Pinkett not going up and smacking the shit out of Chris Rock? Right?
Yeah.
Because one, I'm all for equality. And two, everything about their marriage is on the table apart from jokes.
I don't think it was that joke. I think it's a culmination.
We are
of
more on
things.
about
and
Jada.
and it's like
Shaz got the thingy special going on. Though, as
Feel
well.
like that.
She's got the J Motty
Tupac
special
would
going
never
on
let
as
that
well.
happen.
Yeah.
Tupac wouldn't let you get battered open down our bedroom either, son. But here we are. Again.
because he was laughing at first, wasn't he? And then he saw her and he thought, right, I've got
do something
I've got
now.
some nasty tweets off half the world, or I've got to live with her giving me grief for the rest of my life, where I can never win an argument. Where she'll go, do you remember that time at the Oscars where you let him take the piss out of me and you never stuck up for me, and he'd made a split-second decision, and we've all been there.
I think I'm probably Team Rock. It's a joke, innit? Get over it. But I'm glad he didn't just tweet it. I'm glad he didn't just go, I was disgusted today by a tweet.
Well, so you think it was real?
I don't know.
I think it's real.
I see a tweet before saying the Oscars aren't that creative to make that fake and put that on there.
But isn't that the whole thing? The irony, like it's the Oscars. It's about the
madness.
best kind of acting possible.
Someone said to me, what would you have done if that was your missus who was taking him in a car? I said, bro, my missus is a mother of three from Salford. I'd be dragging her off him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about that. She doesn't need to stick up for her. Trust me.
You know what this does? It affects expectations because now there's a lot of women out there thinking that they can cheat and then get defended like that.
That's such a leap.
Plus one, 17.
Chris Rock's Will Smith has ruined it for everyone now because that's it.
Women think it's okay to cheat because my man will defend me.
And then crying about it after.
Do you know what I mean?
And then the Oscars have put out a tweet saying like we don't condone violence and all this, and I thought, well, you kind
Well,
of
you
do.
definitely do.
You do.
You give him an award after he did some more.
I know. I give a standing ovation.
Brilliant.
Like
You
as far-
definitely do.
Yeah.
That's literally condoning it.
What, me?
You've
No
literally
one
gone,
gripped
that's all right,
him.
that.
I tell you what, right? If I was in the cheap seats and I walked up and smacked whoever was on stage, am
Next.
I in
Next.
there still?
Next.
I don't get to go back to my seat.
You're shot.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Like 100%. So yeah, the whole thing about we're not condoning it. Well, you're right. Steve's right. They are, and it's like also no one seemed that bothered. Everyone was like, yeah, you know.
Probably because it looks fake as fuck, Jay. For starters.
And he didn't even flinch. He just went, thanks for that.
All I can hear is Will Smith slaps like a bitch.
I know it wasn't a great slap, was it?
No.
Hey, do you know what I mean? If you're gonna go up and slap someone, at least put them on their ass.
He almost basically just goes,
Do you know what I mean?
with it.
Why are you
It
slapping
was
as well?
almost such like,
Is that a
get it.
thing? What happened to chinning people?
Yeah.
Is that not a thing
Or
anymore?
nutting.
Or headbutting, yeah.
Nutting.
Come here a minute, I want to talk to you.
Then Chris
And
can
then-
have a word, and then as he leans
Yeah.
in, fucking boom!
Nah, but
Hey,
is it,
say it again. Go
Nah.
on. What was that?
now
GI
the
Joe?
slap's meant to be a bit more
Emasculating.
emasculating,
It's
innit?
like,
a bit
yeah.
more disrespectful.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
him
but he
getting
walked
slapped-
25 yards to smack a man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Him
and it's
getting
a bit,
slapped and then continuing on with his set. Is
So what would
probably
have been better?
worse.
A 25-yard run up, Scholesy two-footed reducer off the floor.
I've seen some memes though, man. Chris Rock could have come back with some replies.
Oh, he could have. Like, I was amazed he sort of, and well, he was probably in a bit of shock because I think it was real.
You
But-
smack your wife's boyfriend with that hand?
Yeah, exactly.
Now one of them
There was go on.
it's not even August yet.
August, what's
That's
it?
it.
Yeah, that was the guy she was seeing on behind her husband's back with his concession, apparently.
Yeah,
Consent even. Get involved in the chat. Let us know what you think about that. Everyone's got an opinion on this. It's one of them, innit? Ross Murphy says Stephen smacking Nicolas Cage for no joke. Yeah, that's probably what you'd end up doing at the Oscars.
I'd just smack him for his shit acting.
Yeah.
You're gonna die on this hill, innit?
Yes. Did you see him the other day in GQ magazine?
Yeah, he's mad.
With leather trousers and a fucking proper wig. Did you see him? Honestly. I've never seen anything fucking like it in my life.
He's got a new film
He's
out,
got
hasn't he?
Noir #1 fucking boot polish on his hair and on his wig, sorry.
Is there any comments saying we should talk about football yet?
No, that everyone's getting involved in this.
amazing.
Like Unknown
Amazing.
says Chris Rock took it like a champ. Oliver Edwards says apparently the guy who slapped Chris Rock is an actor. Must have been scripted. Apparently the guy who slapped Chris Rock.
Apparently.
Is like, yeah, I've heard of him. He was in that Fresh Prince thing. I can't remember the name of him now.
With Uncle Phil.
Yeah, yes, that's
It's a
it.
documentary now.
Daniel Farr says Will Smith he has an open relationship, letting dudes run it in on his wife, but that's the line. All right, okay. Oh
Chloe
yeah.
Michael says, Steve, you're not funny. I am not.
Yeah, we've tried this argument years. You can't win that one. Scott Freeman says, "Can you imagine if Gervais was hosting?" Yeah, because he would have been a lot more brutal than like. Because it wasn't. I know, like obviously the
If he'd
alopecia
have
thing,
followed it up, because they only have one host for the whole thing, don't they, kind of?
it was the Amy Schumer and the Wanda Sykes and the other woman whose name escapes me. So they were like doing like links. So Chris Rock's just doing a link.
Oh, if they'd have had Ricky Gervais in the middle of that.
Like, can you imagine it?
I can hear his laugh right now.
Yeah.
Pissing himself.
That's what I mean.
Because he'd have just come on and gone. Just like, I don't
Making
even,
him with this. Amazing.
just lost for words, just fucking pissing himself. Sensational. Yeah.
Because when he did the Golden Globes, it was him on it. He was just laying into everyone. Especially when like he laid into Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson came on. And then Ricky Gervais came back to see what he had to say.
You get into this shit though, don't you? You like watch it like a sport.
Nah, do you know what? I went off. I'm actually quite glad about all this because I went off the Oscars because it was boring and it was all.
Oh,
like-
really?
Yeah. Do you know like?
Oh, you mean a self-serving Hollywood fucking
Yeah.
party where they're all just fucking blowing smoke and coke up each other's
Yeah,
ass?
that's what I mean. It was not. So now you've had a
Wonder
little
why
bit.
that was boring.
A bit of drama. Do you know what I mean? Like
That's what makes me think it's scripted. Everyone says how shit the Oscars are.
Yeah,
Now
they
Will
were.
Smith smacked the fuck out of Chris Rock.
Yeah.
No harm, no
Nah,
foul.
but Will Smith
loads of views.
Will Smith give you every right to believe that isn't scripted though with his behaviour the past few years.
Yeah, he has had a
Do you know what I mean?
Also, what he was shouting afterwards, which they censored on American TV, but Australian TV just
So
played
fuck it.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, that's what I mean. That's what made me think, actually. Because even Chris Rock then, I think if he just slaps him and sat back down, Chris Rock thinks, yeah, this is just he's having a little bit of a laugh and a giggle. But because he was like, get my wife's mouth out your fucking name, and he was obviously vexed.
I'll get my wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah, sorry, that's it. My wife's name out. What was it?
I don't even know.
I don't even know what I said. It's been a long day, and I've been up since 4 a.m. yesterday, so bear with me.
Why?
Because we went up Rivington Pike for Mother's Day. My missus wanted to watch the sunrise on Rivington Pike. It's Mother's Day. That's what she wants to do. On Father's Day, I'll be getting up at 3 in the afternoon. That's what I want to do. Don't worry about it. Aditya Gusam says, case, new manager screws up, gets canned. LVG's appointed after World Cup and does wonders with his crop of academy players. LVG's Red Army. Talking of the academy, what did you make of the Oscars last night? See that Will Smith thing?
The Academy Awards. That's a separate award, that.
I really thought he brought it back on topic with
Yeah.
that super chat. He's not.
Let's give this super chat.
That's what the Oscars awards called.
Academy
In case you're sitting there going, fuck's he on about?
Talking about football. Yeah, LVG. What's this? Right, new manager screws up. LVG. No, you liked LVG, didn't you?
Yeah, but I like chaos.
You
liked LVG?
You always love chaos. You
do love chaos.
You always choose chaos.
I always choose
You do.
chaos.
You
lean
are
into
consistent
that,
with
yeah.
how chaotic.
Wait,
you
what
are.
was your rankings again from the XG from the managers since Fergie?
Ollie, Louis,
All the
Jose.
XG.
You have you had
That
LVG.
over Jose.
Yeah, you did. Remember?
Okay.
I think he was building something. Jose came in, burnt that fucker down. Yes, he won an extra cup.
Do you not think Jose was a little bit as well? Do you not think if he'd have got his centre half, he'd have been better?
All right, yeah,
If
but
he'd have
if
gone
we're
three at the back. If you got
in a
Maguire-
fucking...
Because we got Maguire. They did the thing about Maguire and then went, we're not going to pay 50 million for him. We're going to wait till next summer and do 80.
I mean,
They
maybe
wanted that.
that's the thing with Jose is he does deliver when you just fucking get him what he wants. But where are you as a club after that? I think what Louis was doing. I mean, we was having a look before with Fosu. Oh no, it was me and you.
Yeah.
Fosu Mensah's played 60 games. A quarter of them was for
bad,
United's first team, and he was mint.
Yeah.
Right? He ain't, and he's 24 now. Right? His career's overish. Like, he's looking at some Ravel Morrison style career now at best.
Van Hal also signed Luke Shaw.
Okay, we all make mistakes.
No, I don't think he did though. I know it happened on his watch.
Oh no, he didn't actually.
I don't think
before- was
he
that-
he came back from the World Cup and went, you know that teenager that's been playing for Southampton? I want him.
No, because here's what I know happened. United signed Ander, Luke Shaw,
Yeah.
Tony Cruz,
No, we didn't
No,
sign
we
Tony
did.
Cruz.
and someone else, all sorted, right? Louis came in, just needs to rubber stamp these deals, and he went, yeah, no, yeah, yeah,
And did he get mixed up? Did he go...
yeah.
Did he think he was signing Tony Cruz and binning off Luke Shaw?
He
and
sacked off the Tony Cruz thing. So I spoke to a director in the away end at Southampton. The last game, Vidic's last game. Turned out with Rio's last game as well, but he didn't know, so he went to change the room.
That was a great way to tell a club legend you're not playing for the club anymore.
Just fucking Ed Woodward sitting next to him like, anyway, you're going.
You're gone.
Oh, anyway,
You can,
where are you going next year?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
mate, but you can picture him being really nice about it though. Coming up, how you are, how you been?
Yeah,
How's the kids?
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Any
Are
plans
you
for
playing
next
next
Any plan for next season? Because you're not here.
All this free time you'll have.
We're not
Hey,
gonna
what you can
one.
do with it?
And he's like, I've just walked in, I've just watched Vidic say latest to the crowd, and now I'm not going to get a chance to say latest.
That's horrible.
Fucking
That
what?
is minging. Because I don't care what anyone says, right? Rio will always be, I'm not just saying this because he's his mate, a bigger legend than Nemanja Vidic. Now, I like Nemanja Vidic. I just want to put it out there. But Nemanja Vidic literally went, right, I've had enough of this now. I'm off. Rio didn't do that. Rio was like, I'll stay. I'll keep going
Yeah.
as long as you'll have me. And then they went, we don't want you anymore. And they told him in the changing rooms on the way end, well, Southampton. That's ridiculous.
After everyone's just had a farewell.
Yeah.
Giggs has said bye
Minging.
as manager.
Yep.
Vidic has said bye. And then he comes in and he's like, you should have done that as well.
Oh, thanks for that.
Because you're fucking
Yeah,
going
is anyone
too-
left? Can I go and get him?
So yeah, I spoke to a director of the club and he was like, right, here's what the crack is. We're signing Luke Shaw. And I was like, oh. Because he was quite highly rated, remember. Ander Herrera,
Give him time, Stephen.
after the kerfuffle the year before.
Yeah.
Tony Cruz, I was excited about that. And I can't remember which one. I don't think it was Darmian. It might have been Schneiderlin.
Was it Di Maria?
Di Maria.
No, it wasn't.
Didn't
It
fall
wasn't
down.
exciting.
Wasn't Schweinsteiger?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't mega exciting. It was kind of a bit. Was it Memphis? That might have that.
Nah,
No,
no,
Memphis
no.
Could have been
Schneiderlin
Schneiderlin.
might
Could have been
make sense, 'cause
Schneiderlin
we
actually.
did need midfielders.
Schneiderlin was
Yeah,
terrible.
I can't remember who it was, but either way, it was Tony Cruz, Luke Shaw, and Herrera. And it was those and one more. I can't remember who the other one was. And I was like buzzing. Obviously told everyone, and then we didn't fucking sign Tony Cruz. But I'm so glad Tony Cruz actually spoke about it.
Moyes did as well.
did it?
Moyes said, I'd lined up Tony Cruz. He was going to be my summer signing. Obviously, he got the bullet before the summer. And he's saying Lou Van Gaal came in. He's literally said what you said. Lou Van Gaal came in and went, no, don't want him. And Tony Cruz ain't exactly going to go, well, please, I'm really good. He's like, right, okay, fine.
What's that? Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Go on then.
All right, then. I'll go and probably win some Champions Leagues for them rather than
I've
battling
had
for
Carrick
fourth.
and Cruz for 3 years.
Oh,
and
mate.
Herrera.
Don't.
But it's weird, like, because I get what
Jesus.
you mean about Van
How
Gaal
good
was
that
doing
would've
certain things, but some of the things he did made zero sense. Like,
So?
He played Di Maria centre forward.
left that Herrera on the bench and then put Rooney in midfield.
We were
with
mega
Rooney-
in
with
big games.
Di Maria up front.
We just struggled. I think it's because of how static his formations are. I think in the final third, there just wasn't enough movement. But he says it, I mean, he might be wrong, but he says, you know, as I was working towards rigidity in the structure first to be hard to beat, and then we'd have added flair onto it in the third season. That's what he says. And I got to take him at his word because he was fucking serious rigidity in that fucking
could you have
system.
handled it, though? Could you have handled more of that football? If that
You
football
don't know if it was
staying?
going to continue with
Because
that.
remember,
Because
because
that football
Pogba came in
was
as
awful.
well.
But
But
so
Jose
you
didn't want him.
signed Pogba, you signed Zlatan. I don't think you signed them under Louis.
I think you signed Pogba. I think Pogba was already.
I think it was a club signing.
Yeah, I think his last time was a Jose
I don't
one.
think. Yeah, I don't think Jose particularly wanted Pogba. I think he wanted Zlatan.
Does
Zlatan
Van Gaal
was a
get
Jose one.
Does Van Gaal get a lot of the
I
credit
think
for?
Mkhitaryan was a Jose one. Remember him going
Yeah,
scouting
yeah,
it?
yeah.
He gets a lot of the credit for the kind of Rashford resurgence into the first team, didn't he, as well?
So one thing I did like about Louis was Rashford, not so much, there's a load of injuries, then Rashford gets his stance a little bit. But like, Paddy McNair starting today. What?
Yeah, Tyler Blackett, Paddock McNair, Donald Love.
Yeah.
Where
like,
are these kids now?
Just threw him in.
He was
like,
winning Premier League matches.
That was decent, that, because he didn't...
Well, he came in, didn't he? And he said,
sort of
I have 15 places in my first team
or
for you lot. Looking at the entire squad.
Yeah.
15 places in my first team, the other 10 will be academy lads.
That's quality.
And he was working towards that. And if you look at every single club, there isn't a massive gadoosh after he goes. Bayern Munich, set up and achieved. Like, he debuted some serious players. I think he debuted the likes of Puyol and Xavi when he was at Barcelona. I could be wrong on Xavi, but like he introduces a lot. I mean, look what he did. I mean, I know it's 20 years ago, but look what he did at fucking Ajax. He was successful in 3 different big clubs. He comes to United. He starts introducing things like floodlights and making it more of a training culture. He did have seemingly players with good attitudes. Now, some of those players worked for him, some of those players fell off in a big way after him. But the likes of Daley Blind, if he'd have still been here, would he have maintained a success? Would Memphis have still been here, maybe?
Because, yeah,
So
Mourinho...
you think the rapping wouldn't have gone down well, I know that, but...
So you think Van Gaal kind of started building something when then Mourinho came in and kind of burned it down?
That's my whole
that your
argument
whole
with
kind
the
of
way
argument?
the club's run at the moment, is that we lurch from left to right. And we've never walked down one path long enough. That's why having someone like a Ralph Rangnick in some sort of consultancy role or as a longer-term director of football, I like. Because if you go from Ralph Rangnick to a Ralph Rangnick-led regime where he brings in Ten Hag, and then even if it doesn't work out after Ten Hag after a few years and he brings in Hasenhüttl or Tuchel, you've kind of built on the same path and you've walked
No, but the
down
reason
one
why
path.
the club's not walked down that path for long enough is because the path didn't have enough success.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because he weren't.
You get an idea.
But that's the name of the
you stick
game
to
now,
your
though.
idea.
That's the name of the game now, especially with
but
big clubs. It's
if you go
success
from
now
left to
rather than
right,
later.
You have, yeah, but it's more expensive and there's no guarantee of success. If you go down the path of having one style of player football, let's say it's very direct, very physical, and you go down this route and then you bring fucking Xavi in, like, you got to get rid of 90% of your players, and then you have to sign him a load of new players. He's not going to be immediately successful because he's got to bet all these fucking players in and get rid of all these ones. And then 2 years down the line, you go, it's not working out with Xavi. Wonder why. And you go, oh, let's go physical again and get Tony Pulis in. And then you got to sign fucking all these big giants and shit. And you got to get rid of all the players that Xavi signed.
Is that not what Darren Fletcher wanted Meta to do a bit, though? Is
I
that
don't-
the whole plan? Of,
Who
like,
knows?
He got brought in. Because the whole point of even Ollie coming in was that even once he goes, the next lad coming in is going to have these players. And he's going to sign... We've already lined up midfielders. There's rumours of there's already the midfielders lined up. There's a
Supposedly
striker lined
as
up.
club signings.
They're club signings,
go on,
and you've
finish
just got to deal with them. Whoever comes in and go, we've signed these players, we've signed this lot. This is going to have to fit your style of football and kind of match it to there.
Mo Chahade, welcome to the academy. He's just joined. I'm just going to get into the Van Gaal quotes because we've just sort of jumped ahead there. We've got into Van Gaal as, you know, could he come in after the World Cup? But the reason we've got that big sign there saying LVG warns Ten Hag is this is what Louis Van Gaal said recently or today, I think. Eric Ten Hag is a great coach and that is always good for Manchester United. But Manchester United...
Do you say trainer coach?
Trainer coach, of course, you know this. Are a commercial club. United are a commercial club, so it's a difficult choice for a coach. He should go to a football club instead. I'm not going to tell him what to do. He can call me himself. Sometimes we talk to each other, but he must choose a football club, not a commercial club. Now, this was at his first press conference in 2014. If I can go back to it, because I remember I was at this, and it says he was asking like, "Can I fulfill that expectation? I think I can do, but because of the greatness of this club, it is also much more difficult than another club. And this club is also guided in the commercial way, and we have to fulfill that also. And that is not also possible to fulfill the commercial expectations or the football expectations. So that is my big challenge after 2 days." So that's his first presser. And I remember sitting there in it thinking,
You ain't
"Rah,
completely wrong, though."
He's actually speaking about this.
Yeah.
And he seems to be not sort of embracing it, but accepting that is part of what he's got to do. Where, from what I gather, and you'll know more on this than I do, David Moyes never got to grips with the commercial side. He never got his head round even the fact you've got to do an interview for MUTV. He didn't like, what? Why? Do you know what I mean? Whereas Van Gaal seems to understand that a club like United, the way we're set up, the way we run, or, you know, obviously with a lot of a very flawed system, it is part of it. I mean, he's giving Ten Hag a bit of a warning now. Do you reckon he's right to?
I think
being
he's
honest
right.
from his opinion.
I think he's right, because that was the way the club dealt with him and did all that stuff. I think the hope we've all got is that we have maybe gone past that. You know, hopefully, the hope that has happened is that Woodward's gone, Arnold's come in, and whilst he isn't any more qualified than Woodward to do football stuff, he's kind of gone, I'm not qualified for this, let's get football. You're hoping that is something that's happened.
Opinion rather than going, I'm the boss, I know what's going on.
You're hoping that's happened.
Is that a decent start, to be fair, though?
He's done okay.
He's not made any mistakes.
A point in Ralph Rangnick was way more of a football decision than it was a commercial decision, which shocked me.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're hoping that this has changed. You're hoping this has changed.
I'm going to say there's nothing commercial
His
about
name's
that.
not Mauricio Pochettino. So Woodward fucking never heard of him. Do you know what I mean? Because that's his list of one.
But if it's not changed, Van Gaal's spot on to be saying that, because again, Dutch coach, he wants to look after him. He's spot on to say to him, you best just ask them these questions first.
Yeah,
you best just say that, which is spot on to do. Because I think that's
a lot of reason why Mike Phelan's around at the club as a bat for commercial fucking intrusion on the first 11. He knew what Fergie would accept as intrusion, so he can always pull that card out. Because you got to think, people love to hate on Mike Phelan. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's just because he's old and looks a bit fucking dumpy.
Tell him to start, Stephen.
Well, he came from fucking 1999. Oh, you mean the cup final? Oh, sorry, yeah. As far as I'm aware, he's the only Manchester United player with a 100% pass completion in a cup final, and that is the greatest cup final that the world's ever seen.
How many passes was that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, 100%. Every single one found its target. That's what you need to know.
13. So out of 13.
That's not that bad.
Yeah,
That's
you
not that
cannot
bad.
get higher.
Against Cruyff's Barcelona.
Yeah.
The dream
Fucking stop
team,
it.
so we called it.
So I think if you bring in just some random guy that from a club that's just entirely football related, you're going to be overwhelmed, like a bit like Moyes was, and like I think other managers have been bullied a little bit. And I think one of the reasons why Ollie got Mike involved, because he knew that there's the commercial elements that need fixing, and he knew what the pressures on him were going to be. And he's got someone from Fergie's regime who saw how Fergie was running it and handling it, and that's a lot of what Mike did. And he's allowed him to act as a bat. Now, if Ollie brings in Mark Dempsey, for example, from Molde with him, actually not even Mark Dempsey, I think he started at United with him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Let's say it's Louis and he brings in fucking any of the people. He brought kids in. Like, I think there's a reason that all of them have brought somebody in, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I think the commercial element of all that shit, like Giggs would know. No, that's too much. We didn't do that when I was here. That's what you need someone to do that, because the club's always going to push. The club's always going to be like, no, you've got to do this Casiello Del Diablo fucking advert on the pitch, all of you today. Like, the club's always going to push for that. And if you read Fergie's book, he goes into a bit of detail about how they would try and overload it a little bit in pre-season so they could turn things down. Now, if you're brand new to Manchester United, let's say like a Ten Hag who's never had this sort of commercial pressure on him, having someone that's been at the club that can say, no. Yes, we know we have to do the commercial responsibilities to keep the fucking lights on, but this is taking a piss. Have a fucking word and knock it back. You're going to need someone to do that. Otherwise, the commercial department will literally... It's the fucking tail wagging the dog, man, and it needs to be the other way around. Football has to come first. And that's why I think someone like Mike Phelan's in there. Because any brand new fucking dude that's just turned up from Ajax will get told this is how it's always been here and you better get in line. Whereas Mike Phelan go, Fergie wouldn't have accepted this, go fuck yourself. That's the sort of attitude he needs to have when people are trying to take the piss.
I was going to say, that's all theory, though. You don't know if he actually behaves like that, though. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Fergie kind of says that's what he says he does in his book. So I've got to go off what Fergie said.
Yeah, I mean, you've met Mike Phelan, haven't you? You spoke to him.
I mean, I literally asked him about that.
Yeah. I mean, I met him once on the red carpet and spoke to him briefly about bringing youngsters through. And I got a good feeling about him, but obviously people look at him and go, oh, he's part of what went wrong with Ollie. But they said the same about Kieran McKenna, who now seems to be doing well. They said the same about Michael Carrick until he did well as caretaker. Then all of a sudden everyone was like, actually, he's great, let's keep him around.
Look, it went wrong with Ollie and it was right to get rid of Ollie when we got rid of Ollie. It got to this weird stage where I don't think the players believed in him anymore. No. I'm not sure he believed in himself. And when that's the case, it is time to part ways and see what else you can move on and do. But that doesn't mean that every cog in that wheel was wrong.
No, I think that's the thing. They just
when you came second,
like everything's wrong. Get rid of the whole backroom staff, and you think Hang on a minute. We've just
He was
finished above everyone apart from City.
It was a dodgy second, though. Let's be honest. Let's be real.
It was, but it's still
It
second.
was a pandemic second place.
No one fucking... Is there an asterisk on City's title? Don't think so.
Should be.
Right, anyway.
Do you know what I mean?
The champions of grooming are here to save your balls. Let's be real. Pronounced like Madrid, it says there, but I already knew. We all know that Manscaped is the world champion of below-the-waist grooming. The Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, yes, you saw that correctly, 4.0, will have you feeling sleeker than Ronaldo with his shirt off. Is that Cristiano Ronaldo or Ronaldo
Cristiano.
Brown? Ronaldo Brown, are you sleek with your shirt off?
I sleep with a vest on.
Great answer to a different question. But good stuff anyway. I love it. You're always on brand. Just make sure you are keeping your Man City under control. You wouldn't want to get yourself in a scoring position just to have your Lionel Messi balls blow it for you harder than PSG in a second leg fixture.
Yeah.
How many puns can we fit in one sentence?
There's one more. There is one more.
Come
There's
and
one
get
more.
you the best ball products your money can buy earn with the code Devils20
Oh my
at
days. Anymore.
manscaped.com for 20% off and free delivery on your order, because that's why they're the best in male grooming. And with that, Manscaped, you get the performance package that's got the ball toner. It's got the 4.0 performance package, includes the weed whacker as well. Sorry, the 4.0 lawnmower. As I said there, you've got the 9,000 RPM motor powered 360 degree rotary dual blade system. So it make sure you're looking after yourself. You're not going to get all those nicks and cuts that you get when you're down there, because we've all been there, haven't we, Baggers?
Yes, certainly
You like to look after yourself now, don't you?
I do now and again.
Because you were a bit scruffy a few years ago.
I was really
And now
scruffy.
you've started caring about yourself.
Ever since
do you know what I
Manscaped
mean?
come in, you've gone, it makes it easier, doesn't it? That's the main thing.
It does.
Yep.
And also, what I like about this is April is the beginning of baseball season, but it's also Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. Manscaped has partnered with the Testicular Cancer Society to bring awareness to testicular cancer, men's health, and early cancer detection. So, a nice message there.
The fuck's that got to do with baseball?
What was the correlation
I don't
there?
know. I thought you would know because you know your American sports, you lot. Baseball.
It's baseball season, and it's April. It's all the things together.
Right.
There you go.
Anyway, the bit that everyone cares about, let's be honest, you're
Yeah.
getting 20% off. You're getting free delivery. Go to the code, put the code in Devils20 at manscaped.com. You're going to get your boxer briefs. You're going to get your ball toner. You're going to get your weed whacker. You're going to get your lawnmower 4.0 with its on-off switch, which we all love.
You get your anti-chafing boxers, which are really nice.
Yeah, you get all that, right? So just go and check it out. There's a link in the description.
There you go. Devils 20.
Thank you.
There you go.
Anyway, Luke Shaw, discuss.
I'm brave. I'm fucking done with him, James.
You know what the thing is? Saying we're done with him suggests that you started with him.
Yeah, do you know what I love?
Do you know what I mean?
right?
'Cause you didn't.
Someone found a video of me, Steve, and Dave from about 2018, around 19, whatever. And it was like, we did like a tier list or whatever, and we were going, jury's out. And they tweeted it, like a clip of it,
Oh,
about,
yeah, like, lol.
yeah, like 3 months ago. And then I'm like, and? Like, we're having the same convo now. Alex Tellers is getting in the team in certain games ahead of him. We're still having this conversation about, is he definitely what we need? Like, it's not like, I don't get this whole thing of, oh, well, you've got egg on your face now. All right, then, well, why has Alex Tellers played like 20 games this season, whatever it is?
Why did Ralph Rangnick come in? I actually thought Ralph Rangnick was going to come in.
And bin him.
No, I actually thought
Proper
because
binning.
of what he said.
Go, you can forget it.
No, I thought he would be overly fair on him. Like, I think he'd give him loads of chances just because of what he said, which was brutally true. But
Ah,
brutal.
right, okay, yeah.
I thought he would come in and say, no, I give Luke Shaw a chance. Like, Joe overprove he was being, like, fair. But he came in and he was like, oi, biscuits, fucking stop it. Tell us, go get a run out, son.
Yeah, like, and I don't think Tellers is top sort of elite left back, but I like him. I think he does a good job. I think on dead balls he makes a difference. You look at the Spurs game, I don't think we get that goal with a different person taking that corner.
Defensively, he's got his frailties, right?
Yeah.
The problem is he just gives more of a shit than Luke Shaw, which means that when someone's attacking in his channel, he's probably going to run back.
Yeah, he does put a shift in.
Do you remember the
there's,
Arsenal
there's a
game?
bit of an edge with Luke Shaw. You just don't have in it. You can't watch Luke Shaw and tell me he loves football.
You've said this quite a few times.
No way.
I can't watch Luke Shaw and think he knows how to play
I
football.
don't get the vibe from Luke Shaw that he loves
Even
football.
the other day, right, I watched a little bit of the England game because I can only watch so much of England before I get annoyed at everything. And, okay, got a goal, good goal, I'm not going to dispute that. But for their goal, for the Swiss goal, again, he don't cut out the cross. And it's pointed out at half time. Someone goes, Luke Shaw's got to get over to his man and cut out the cross. And I think he's still doing the things that we criticise him for
what he
United,
is.
for England, and you're all going on about how he's one of the best left backs in the world.
What he is,
Because people look at goals, people don't look at football.
Luke Shaw plays football because he can. not because he wants to. I don't think that. And you'll see that the moment he retires and starts playing, where he balloons to about 25 stone in the space of 6 months.
Do you think there's any way, because there's some reports that actually Luke Shaw's viewed as an important commodity, if we can call him that, for Manchester United?
SDSH12 in a comment says Shaw is a lot better than Tellers. At what, mate? Because it ain't fucking being a left back.
The thing is, there's a debate.
No,
about
I'd say Luke Shaw's probably a little bit better than Tellers.
See, this is quite like Oliver Edwards says Tellers is not good at anything. Well, he is. AZ said Tellers is a good backup left back to a number one left back. Maybe I can understand that. I just don't know if Luke Shaw's the number one left back.
He's not back up to Luke Shaw.
Yeah, and I think you've always pointed this out, Steve, and I've heard you say it back as in fact. I think everyone on this fucking table said it. If you look at his 8 seasons at Manchester United, like over the
how many of them, Jay?
8. Yeah, he came in 2014, right? So all right, 7.5. You've got to be technical.
Jay had hair then.
Well, I didn't, but I did, but not on my head. Before Manscaped.
Devil's 20.
Yes, Devil's 20.
So it's actually true though. He was at school then.
It's disgusting, man. Do you know what? I did a podcast with him and Abdullah and talk about Ronaldo, and I've never felt so old.
Don't remember him the
The
first
other
time
day we
round.
turned upstairs, right? He's 18, right? And what was he say something? And she said something like, "It's all right, I got a granddad."
It was you, to be fair.
Yeah. And I went,
Oh, right, yeah. So she was comparing her granddad to you because you're the same age. Peter Kelly, who's been a member of the Academy for 21 months, says, can't wait for next May when Ten Hag leads us to Europa Conference League victory for us to complete the set before anyone else. Yeah, why not? Mike93, member of the first team for 8 months, says, Sean Maguire just needs to be sold. I'd rather Brandon holding that left-back spot and Victor and Varane for centre-back, and Ronaldo is spot on about Shaw. The only problem I've got with all that, I'm not even that against it all. I just don't think you can rely on Varane because of his injuries. You've got to be honest. He's not playing for a reason. He keeps getting injured.
That's been the case his whole career.
Yeah, and
most of it.
But
that's what happens if you start off injury prone. And usually, as you get older, that's not going to decrease, isn't it? Probably going to become more injury prone. That's a worry.
You have to start doing yoga and shit.
Will he start doing that?
I think he's lived up to his expectations, Ronnie.
Listen, I don't want to double back on that. Yeah,
That is one of my favourite.
My listen. The context of what I said with Varane. You know what I meant. You know what I meant, right?
Yeah.
At United, not in his career.
This was before he signed.
No, he was saying at one point he was like the most spoken about centre back in the world. Everyone was after him.
Basically,
United were after him. Real Madrid.
As a young player, Varane was said to probably be the best centre half for the next 10 years in the world, and he wasn't quite that. Do you know what I mean?
Lived up to expectations. But
he's been very, 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 very good. Basically, he was expected to be a 9.5 out of 10, and his career was only an 8.5.
Right.
Put it that way.
In terms of appearances, though, 31 La Liga appearances last season, 32 the season before, 32 the season before, 43, 43, 41 in terms of all comps. So
it's not that injury, bro.
No. And yet it seems now like he's on, 24 games all this season. He's probably going to get to 30 odd at best. So this season's been bad by his standards in terms of his injuries. The worry is he getting to a point where there's something going on with his knees going or whatever? I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying, is that something we've got to think about?
Binned him off.
What?
The reason Madrid binned him off and didn't fight to keep him.
I think it was wages.
Do you reckon? Because it was a bit mad that they went Ramos and
How much was he? 30 mil?
40
million.
Yeah. I mean, he for me is one of the best centre backs in the world.
But he's got to be on some fat cash.
Yeah, you think so, wouldn't you? You think if you were him and you went, I'll come to United, but I want a ridiculous.
It's enough to not mind sitting in the physio room.
Pony.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's great.
It's enough to not mind sitting in the physio room.
It's just, can you rely on him though? That's what I mean. Like, can you say, all right, Lindelof and Varane's our centre back pairing, let's get rid of Maguire, and then you go, actually, Varane's going to miss miss his 20 games a season, whatever it is.
But we need to not be.
He probably had to do a little bit more running, a little bit more covering next to Maguire. That's probably what's fucked him up.
Go on.
But you look at the likes of City. Laporte's been injured for City, but the thing is, they have
9 other centre halves that worth 50 million.
That's the other thing is that when Laporte or Diaz miss a game, you're not panicking because you go, oh, Nathan Ake can play. He's not even that good, and he still plays.
We have John Stones, remember him?
John Stones is £50 million.
John Stones is a forgotten man that we're going to get rid of. Then all of a sudden he's playing every single game and winning them the title.
Let's be real,
and
though.
he's fresh because he's not been fucking.
Let's be real, though. Nathan Ake's right.
No, he is. But look at even look.
Let's be real.
Starts for us.
Look at
starts for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's better.
That's it. Are we just being silly now?
No,
he starts for us.
Is he
it's
better?
the same way,
Listen,
Sal Niguez, right? I was having all sorts of sex for in the summer, right? Still starts for United. He's been fucking dog poo for Chelsea, but they've got 6 central midfielders better than ours.
And
Joey Nathan Ake. If you Nathan Ake starts for us, then so does Tyrone Mings. Both for the same.
Oh,
Tyrone
no,
Mings,
come on,
Tyrone Mings.
Ronnie.
Both for the
No,
same.
don't be
No,
daft.
come on, Ronnie.
No.
Every time
Come
I
on,
watch
Ronnie.
Nathan Aki, I've thought
This is as mad
he's
as when he said
awful.
the fucking royal family were lizards.
No.
No, this is mad.
No, because that was factual. But anyway.
I think Tyrone Mings is.
Tyrone Mings might be the
Horrific.
worst Premier League footballer.
That's a big shout.
Stop
The
sitting on
shout
the
is
fence
a
and tell us
big
what you
shout.
really think. All right, let me
You
ask
tell
you.
me a worse Premier League footballer than Tyrone Mings.
John Terry.
No longer. No, I said a
Currently
footballer, not
playing.
human being.
Oh right, okay.
Nah, it's true. Nah, Tyrone Mings does kick the ball like his hips and he grease it. Do you know what I mean? He's
Come on,
so
I
stiff.
want to know someone that you go,
Yeah.
he's a worse footballer. I don't care what position. Like, there's probably goalkeepers that are like, I could play there better than him. Gotta be.
He's up there. I've not
Um,
watched enough to go, he's that bad.
Harry Winks.
No, I'm going
Harry
to
Winks got some technical ability, though.
I think Harry Winks is a passenger. I
Yeah,
think.
cool. But he's got technical ability. Tyrone Mings looks like he should work at Quick Fit.
Tyrone Mings though, I don't rate him and I don't want him. I don't think he's the worst player like in the Premier League.
You watch a bit more of it?
Shall we use a better example then? Liverpool have signed Canata this year, who's been injured for most of the season, and no one's noticed.
That's the point.
No
That's the
one's
point.
noticed because they've got Van Dijk, Matip, and Gomez, who are all good, and they just go.
Fucking signed Thiago.
That's the thing. They don't know.
So what are we exactly moaning about? The fact that they've got more better players than we
no,
do?
exactly.
I don't know.
So
Just
you've got
fucking roll with it
Varane.
and
So
say,
what we
"Fuck
need to
Tyrone
have
Mings."
is
Go on.
have a couple more good players in there. Where if he's missing for a bit, you go, oh well, at least we've got a decent player to back him up, and
I think
not.
what Alex is saying, they signed Tyrone Mings.
Yes,
You're
that's
saying
the
we
one.
need to get Mings.
Yeah,
Mings
no
in.
Mings in.
I just wanted to ask you quickly before we move off Luke
I haven't
Shaw.
been Mings in for ages.
What did you make of Luke Shaw's comments? Get out.
That was horrendous.
It's always important to feel you are wanted. I think especially here, I always feel that. I'm not saying I don't at United, but especially here, the way things are, I feel wanted and I enjoy
Where
my
else
football.
do you feel wanted, Luke? You play for two clubs, unless you're talking about Red Hot Buffet. Where the fuck makes you feel wanted?
I mean, I understand like players feeling loved and all that, but that shouldn't excuse some of the performances we've seen this season. Like being loved doesn't make you not mark Mo Salah for 4 goals, does it? I'm not getting him because I'm not showing enough love.
It's true. It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
That
Like,
is,
it
man.
doesn't.
That-
That's
this
just nonsense.
And then he was at the start of the season. There was people absolutely fucking piping him.
Sure,
off.
boy, Carlos and all this other drivel.
Oh yeah, remember them?
Yeah,
Oh, we're gonna do some retweeting
No,
later.
I was.
I'm going to be doing some deleting. Yeah,
I
just
think I might have said that once or twice. Not gonna lie.
I'm not buying. I'm not buying the whole feeling love thing.
But like, and I'm not saying I don't United. You literally play for two teams.
Yeah,
I said this upstairs before dinner. The reporter needs to go, oh, okay. What are you talking about then?
yeah. Do you know
That-
what?
there's
If you
other-
want to say it, say it, man. Say it with your chest out.
Yeah.
Say, do you know what? I don't feel loved at United. I've been in and out of the
And that's what
team.
he said about Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire cupping his ear after scoring a goal against Andorra. No one give a fuck about.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I wasn't trying to fucking like, no, say it with your fucking chest.
No,
No,
but-
fuck you and fuck him and fuck you. And that's
Yeah.
what you need to do.
No, but I don't-
I'd actually have a little bit of respect.
Yeah.
for
Do you know what I don't get though?
Go on.
Like this whole Luke Shaw saying, "I don't feel loved and I feel more loved here." What has he done to deserve being loved and adored though? I don't understand
Goal in
what.
a final for England.
No, but where's this
So you've
sense?
probably got a picture of it.
No,
in
but
the
where's this
dressing room.
entitlement come from though? Where is it?
I think I think this is the whole thing that Gareth Southgate's done is he's made it this happy camp that everyone
Yeah.
loves going to. That's why he's been good as England
unicorns in
manager.
the pool, innit?
Yeah, there's all that kind of stuff where everyone just goes, it's a good little holiday we go on. We get to have a bit of fun playing.
And I
it
don't
doesn't
even need
matter.
to play well for United.
No.
He still picks me.
So I
He's
think there's a
fucking
lot of that.
Yeah.
Or is he just talking about the toxic atmosphere at United?
It is a bit confusing though. Like I feel loved there. I mean, why for the first 6-7 years of his career, he had like 5 caps, whatever it was. It's not like he's an England regular.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
And he
Even
only
when
got about
everyone's
20 caps.
yeah, when everyone's fit, he might not
20
even
caps,
get in the
yeah.
team anymore.
Exactly 20 caps.
If-
Something like
do you know
that.
what
Honestly,
I mean?
mate,
Like, I don't.
that's
I
pathetic.
don't get it. Like this whole thing of like, oh yeah, England have always been like. I can understand it a bit with Maguire because he's
That's
been a
actually
regular.
crazy because Luke Shaw at 17 playing for Southampton. If someone told you that he's going to go to United
Oh,
at
it's 100
19
caps.
and have 20 caps
Yeah,
in 8 years.
by the
for
time
England.
he's what 37, is he?
Yeah,
26,
so he's 27 soon.
All right. Peter Kelly says, completely off topic of Shaw, when is that guest coming on vibe that's been ducking it for weeks? I don't know what that's about. That's something to do with you.
Monday,
lot.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's supposed to be Monday, I think.
Interesting.
Jermaine Defoe was meant to have been on today, but he's got the Rona.
What's it?
It's going
So I
around
think
that.
we're doing that next week. So maybe they're not doing the other one. That shall not be mentioned next week.
Just retired on he as well, Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah, I think that's why he got him on.
When what was it UNICEF he did where he just kept scoring
I
every time he got the
can't
ball?
believe he was still playing.
Yeah, he was like,
Is that 39, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
he was. That was so funny.
Was it Rangers?
Who?
Yeah, he was at Rangers, wasn't he? Yeah,
Honestly, when he was announced, it was like, no,
I think he was still bagging as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he is decent, isn't he?
And Rangers and Celtic this weekend.
I don't know.
See, no one cares. Literally.
What
no one
happened to
cares.
the Old Firm, by the way?
What happened to the Old Firm?
Go on. How have you not? How
Scottish
he's
football.
giving you?
I'm not doing
He's
it.
giving you a topping,
He's
and you have not took him up on that offer.
Do you know what it is?
I only do it in the office.
It became irrelevant as fuck after the whole TV rights for the league was worth about 50p, and it just couldn't compete.
It's just a 2-team league, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it became 1-team league, didn't it?
Go on.
Can't do it.
What is up with
Everyone
you?
connect the dots for me. They don't need to. I can't.
What's
I don't
wrong
want
with
to
you?
say it on camera next to him because it's mean.
It's me. Oh yeah. The veteran that's done 3 tours can't have you going. Might as well be Celtic.
He didn't share me Instagram thing the other day, which is his Stephen Howson Mauricio Pochettino 2.0 after he finished third in a 2-horse race in his own league.
I'm not going to lie. He's got a lot more confidence over the Bird app, though.
Over the Bird app.
Over the Bird app, yeah. Wow. So does everybody.
That's the game.
Yeah.
Like, so does everybody.
The Bird app,
There's not
you do
anyone in
whatever you
here
want on
that
the
says
Bird
the
app.
things they say half the time. and then
Tweet
tweet.
professional fighters selling the shit.
We'd never do that. Not
I
all
had a
this.
campaign
People are tweeting,
About
I'll
5
fuck
years
you
ago,
up.
not that long ago, it was when I was working at Allied. Every day I used to tweet Audley Harrison saying, I will fight you because you're a fucking coward. Right?
you'd have
And will I
killed
beat
you.
you? Will I beat you? No, I won't. But I'll get in the ring, which means I'm better than you because you're a fucking fanny. That was my whole thing with Audley Harrison.
To be fair.
So you'd get in a ring and get murdered, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'd show up, and that was my whole fucking point, is that he's just a fucking coward.
To be fair, I didn't.
And I think you can get into his head.
I didn't take it
Like,
that far, but I
you've got to
I
end
said
me in
something
1
about
minute.
David A. And he blocked me. And there's no fucking way I'd have said anything to his face. Are you mad? Not a chance. But
been
on
known
the
for
Bird
glassing
app when I
people.
was- and this was like 8 years ago when I was on it. Out of my head, like 4 a.m. I'll tell
me just tell
David
David
A.
what's
how-
going on.
what a knobhead he is. And I'm like, blasting him.
What was that sniff about there?
That's what I was doing at the time. That was me reenacting what was going through.
You had a bad cold.
Yes, exactly. Harry Kane is coming to United, maybe. According to The Athletic, United are likely to pursue Kane amid uncertainty of the
Wait, hang on.
futures.
Is that Laurie?
Yep.
Laurie, yep.
Oh, fuck's sake. Let me text him.
I
He
think
set,
it's
he
more
set,
of
he
a-
set up in a friend's way, didn't
Yeah,
it?
oh, let me text
Oh, was that Laurie? Let me text him.
Laurie, my friend. Yeah, we've all got his number, mate. You don't need to show off. Hey. When did you last speak to him?
Last week.
The last message he sent was left on red. Put it that way.
was it?
Oh, wow.
Hang on, I can see it. Stop messaging, Steve.
Okay.
Take the hint, bro. Yeah, according to
Stop calling me.
your mate. Anyway, he says that we're in for Kane. Is this going to happen or what?
Of course we are.
I fucking hope not.
I think he's got to go this summer, Kane. He's 29. He's got to go like, I've won nothing.
You know what's the weirdest thing? There's no other suitors. City aren't going to go for
City
him anymore.
gonna get
They're going for
Haaland,
Haaland.
I don't think Real Madrid or Barca will
Go
come
for Real
in
Madrid or
Kane.
Barca
29.
coming in.
And he stinks of a United signing. It stinks
Absolutely.
of 29 years old. Slight question marks about his fitness.
Think Chelsea take him?
Massive money. Massive wages. United will get him and we'll go, we won't got any money for anyone else now. Just put Harry Kane. DM, forget it. You stuck with Fred and McTominay. What's the matter with you?
Again,
That
if,
will be us.
if we got Kane and
Able.
other players.
Do you know what? He's going to be England's record goal scorer.
Oh, God, don't.
And I can't remember a single fucking goal he scored. They're irrelevant. He's irrelevant.
Scored a pen.
Who gives a fuck?
Didn't he score about 8 penalties in the World Cup
Yep.
to get the Golden Boot? Do you know what I mean?
I agree with you. I see him as United.
Classic Harry Kane performance against Switzerland, though, when I watched. He was shite and then scored a pen.
I'd see him at United. I just think that it fits, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
you said, it's a proper. Because the other
Bad
thing,
idea,
but
so
no,
yeah.
but the other thing is, any manager that comes in and they go, "We can give you."
Why do you
Harry
think it's a bad
Kane,"
idea?
They're going to go, "I like Harry Kane. He's good at football. I like him." And they'll say, "Yeah, we'll have him." But what they don't realise, they're going to go, "Yeah, you don't get." Like you said, you're not going to get a midfielder. That's it then. You can't say it's kind of the Ronaldo thing where people go, "I will have Ronaldo." You can't say no to Ronaldo, but when you then figure out and go,
Can
"That's me done."
can you have Kane and Ronaldo in the same team, though? Because aren't they both like the main man?
No, you can't.
Absolutely not.
Do you know
no.
what I mean?
You can't.
Who's going to be in the box, Jay?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, who's taking penalties for starters? There's a row.
The only issue, that front two is a little bit immobile as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's why, because it makes no sense, I think we'll go for him. I do. And I think we'll end up with Harry Kane, who might get injured at one point.
This
Then we'll
is
have
legit.
30
Kane
just got
last
it
summer probably
clarified.
made more sense. Kane last summer when City were kind of going, do you know what? He's the one.
Yeah, and last summer
But
it still
that's-
made no sense.
And he made but he made more sense before we got Ronaldo.
Right, so the Glazers have said this transfer budget without Champions League is going to be around 50-60 million. How on earth are we getting Harry Kane?
No, this is the problem.
Do you know what I
We've got
mean?
no money.
So-
And also, we've got no commodities, no saleable assets, really. Anthony Martial, who could be on his way out.
Pogba on a free for twice.
Pogba on a
Twice.
free, Lingard on a free, Cavani's going on a free.
yep.
Anthony Martial, we'll be lucky to get 40 million for him. Like, genuinely. Because he's gone to Sevilla and done nought. And I like Tony M, but he's not done anything. And I've seen people tweeting, he's gone to Sevilla and turned their season around. No, he hasn't.
He scored once, hasn't he?
One in
One
8.
goal, 1 assist.
What are you on about? What are you actually
And
talking
all the
about?
Sevilla fans hate him.
He's gone and he's
Already.
done. Me and Mac are sat here and Mac was saying,
That's impressive in 2 months.
yeah,
It's good that.
That's some serious
you know what?
You've gone to work.
maybe if their
not
social
really.
media team showed him a bit more love. They've barely mentioned him. That doesn't help. Yeah. Also on contract extensions, United have no intention of opening talks for Lingard, Cavani, Mata. I mean, that doesn't come as a surprise. Bruno Fernandes will be getting a new deal completed in the coming days. And talks
Quite
with
good value as well, by the looks of that.
Bruno. I don't understand. Why is this thing about why we're giving Bruno a new deal? Because without him, we'd be in relegation.
Because he scores
zones.
all
You know what's
Because
mad, though?
people are stupid.
Let's talk about the last part of that, though.
Go on.
And talks with Luke Shaw will take place soon.
I've sort of avoided that because I'm sick of talking
If
about
he's
him
been
so
here
much.
for 8 years, though, how much is he going to be on his next contract? If he's already on a
Yeah.
4
already.
million a week.
Yeah.
He's going to be the highest paid left back in world football and
Yeah.
not even first choice at his club.
It's great. Isn't it? It's
He's
great
first
being
choice, though. Let's be real.
out. Let's have your Wallies of the week.
Oh, I've got a few as well.
Ronaldo Brown, Baggers has been going into the members chat.
He's
I
a
think,
Wally of the
so-
week.
Yeah, who's your Wally of the week? It can be anyone from the world of sport,
Easy,
entertainment, politics.
Easy.
Go on.
It's got to be Chris Rock.
You reckon-
Why?
You've gone like...
Why are you team Will Smith all of a sudden?
Because he got smacked and did nothing.
Did nothing. He stood there and took it like a man and was professional. Yeah, professionalism.
He could have dropped so many good lines
is
after that.
key, and that is what I want. Yeah.
So,
I
well,
think he's an example to us all. He carried on.
Smack Bird's boyfriend's ass with that.
nah,
You
Chris
see what I
Rock's-
mean? He took the higher ground. Just
Yeah,
did what he
fuck
had to
that.
do.
Fuck taking the high ground.
I mean,
Hit
yeah,
with a
I just
fucking chair.
get in the gutter.
you know what?
You want to start a row? Let's show you. You know what I mean? How this award
Taking the
ceremony's gonna
higher
be turned
ground
into a
is
wedding
a
from
synonym for
Salford.
being a pussy. That's all it is.
Walking away.
It's a justification
Is that
for
what you
it.
do when your missus has a boyfriend round?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, he could have gone.
Who's your Wally of the week, Steve?
So you going Chris Rock? I've got some super chats that I will read out before we finish. Don't panic. It's difficult, you, innit? 'Cause you have
that gonna be a scout
He has a list of, he has like a phone book, you don't you? He has literally about 5,000 names he has to try and go through.
I was
Like,
beginning of a Jamie Carragher impression.
Doctor Strange going through more quickly.
Luke Shaw.
It's a good one.
Very mank when you said that. Say it again.
Shaw.
Link Shaw.
Shaw.
Yeah, Luke
The
Shaw.
Joylston came right out here then, son.
Yeah, Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, right. Well, he's
Stop chatting shit, you fucking sausage. And all these players that are coming out talking about, oh, I don't feel loved. Oh, yeah, like Pogba says, it's been a bit depressing. Like, you want to try watching us, for fuck's sake, and paying for it. Not getting $500,000 a fucking week to sit there scratching me ball bag, right? The Perrier.
I'm going to go through to the ones on Telegram.
The fucking state of them, honestly. Just, I don't feel loved. I don't give a fuck. It's a job. Just fucking turn up and do your best.
Free Madonna's,
Stop
man.
fucking moaning. You know you don't feel loved? You're not playing because you've been shit, right? And you're shitting a shit team, right? Be better. Guess who does feel loved? People who fucking turn up and do the job. No one starts questioning whether you're any fucking good or out then, do they? They just go, he's all right, isn't he? And does Jadon Sancho feel loved? Probably feels fucking loved, right? Because he's actually turning up, putting a fucking shift in, and, I don't know, performing like he's expected to. All of these moany-ass players, you're thinking of putting a fucking statement out, saying, oh, I'm thinking of going because I'm not fucking playing, bye. If you're thinking of fucking doing this, bye. It's the same as like, oh, Paul Pogba, I've not made my mind up. I've made it for you. Fuck off, right? Of course you made your mind up. You don't get to April being like, oh, what I'm going to do. Behave yourself. Them U-Haul vans have been fucking dismantling that five-a-side gaff at yours for fucking weeks, right? Stop it. Turn it in. We know you're fucking going. So just, I wish people could be more honest and say, do you know what? I'm going. Fucking sick of it here. Sick of the rain. I'm sick of fucking Greg's. I don't get it. Like, I'm sick of fucking whatever it is, right? Fucking nonsense. I'm sick of the fucking traffic from Macclesfield. Fuck it. I'm off, right?
But they
That
won't.
A34 is a bitch, right? Have some stones about you and say, nah, do you know what? Last few years of my career, I want to have fat wedge and I want to play in the sun a little bit so I can go home and have a fucking suntan rather than fucking going home and watching Coronation Street. Why does everyone talk like they're from Bolton?
Well said.
Well,
Well.
wish you wouldn't sit on the fence as much, Steve, but good points anyway. Alex Darlington says, you surprised United haven't done anything they can to get Van der Sar? I mean, I know David De Gea is not that good.
Come? Why would he
Oh,
come?
right. Well, you know,
see,
yeah, I get it. Abhinav Verma says his form dropped after CR7 cancelled dessert. I think he's talking about Luke Shaw. Sachi Made says, well, at least we didn't get Ramos from Madrid. Peter Keller, no, we've done that one. Sachi Made again says, should have let Mourinho clear the paper, made players. Ash K.
But he was going to bring in Danny Rose.
Yeah.
It wasn't better.
No.
Would you take Kane and Son for 200 million?
Yeah, but
How we spend? We're not spending 200
It's not
million.
going to happen.
We're probably going to... How much do you reckon we're going to spend in the summer, genuinely? Like, because we haven't got... This is the problem. They're
no
saying, oh, well,
idea.
we can sell some players to bring players in. We haven't got anyone who's saleable.
How much
I can't believe he said 50 million and let that leak out. That can't be real. That's got to be a bullshit.
It could be.
I think we're going to sign Declan Rice for 150 million quid and get a striker on loan.
No. Listen.
That's how I think it's going to go. That's how I can.
How much would Thingy cost? Does anyone know?
Who?
Remaining.
Yeah, but you're using logic again. You still think that United are just going to sign Declan Rice for 150 million?
It's the same logic we used to not get Camavinga, and now he looks like he's going to be a world beater.
Yeah, because we're going to get the safe bet of spending 150 million. The safe bet of signing Jadon Sancho instead of getting 3 right wingers or something, we're going to sign Jadon Sancho for 75 million quid. That's what we'll do. The safe bet is Declan Rice.
They do throw money on young English talent.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Look at what they do with Wan-Bissaka, with Maguire, with Shaw. You know, they seemingly want to, and Sancho obviously, they seemingly find money for that. And Declan Rice definitely fits that bill. And I think he fits the bill in other areas as well. But the problem is, United need 5 signings.
Yeah.
Getting Declan Rice and going, ta-da.
That's the thing. The Grealish,
You're coming 5th next year, you daft bastards. What are you doing?
The Grealish one for City didn't make sense, but it doesn't really matter because they've got a team.
They can afford to do that.
They can afford to do it. And if United could do it, you'd have signed Grealish last summer because why not? Because he's a good player.
I think we were Grealish's first choice, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely were.
But
He's never going to admit that now, but he can't.
He's a United fan, isn't he? All those tweets from years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you don't tweet when you're like 17, 18 about a club you're not a fan
During that
of
time, it was Grealish
for no
and
reason.
James Maddison that were both twerking for United at the point.
Yeah.
I saw James Maddison queued up, trying to go into United for a Champions League game. What game was that? It was a while ago. Walked right past him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a United fan.
Yeah, he's another one who's tweeted in the past about United and obviously a fan. And it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because why would they necessarily support a club?
James Maddison, thank you. He's like, no, it's not.
Do you know who I also can see United going for? It's such a United signing. Bale.
There's the one on loan.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not on loan, because
Ronaldo and Bale back together
He's
again.
But there's the free
his
transfer
contract's
for half a
over,
million
yeah.
quid a week.
Yeah, he's on about 700 bag a week.
Yeah,
He's
but
on a madness.
And you think Luke Shaw's doing it for the money?
Fucking
You
hell.
get Gareth Bale in, he'll show you someone
He's
who's
like,
not
"Do you
that
see
bothered
some
anymore.
Black belt tossing it off.
Yeah,
Fucking
I'm off to the
stand
golf.
by.
I'm off to the golf course. Give me a ring when you need me.
Last stage of the transfer window, United have 100%.
You're right.
Oh, they've
You're
done
right.
the ass.
You're right.
Oh, 100%.
It stinks of a United signing, and it stinks of him going, oh, look at the commercial
We can get
prospects here.
Bale. We can get Kane.
Yes.
We can make it.
We're doing our
Another
2013
team that
transfer
can't
window
win
in
fuck all.
2022.
We are.
That's what we should have
actually-
done 9 years ago.
Is Strootman still playing?
Can we get Wesley Sneijder?
Definitely.
Let's get that deal over the line. Go on, give us
So
some
we're
We've
doing
got
that
some Wally of the Week. Have
on.
you got that tweet, Ethan?
Oh,
Someone
tweets.
has said that there's an Arsenal fan here comparing Saka to Lionel Messi.
In what way?
In
Saka's
They're
nowhere near as
fucking
good as Lionel
mental, aren't
Messi.
they?
So that's
I
Wally of the
remember
Week.
when
Honestly, the
Lionel Messi
more
at
I think about
21
it,
scored 9 league
the
goals.
closest description you can get to young Bukayo is young Lionel Messi. The tenacity, the intensity, the aggression, that composure under immense pressure, the hard-clean efficiency, a clear, simple, and utterly brutish speed of play.
Arsenal fans shouldn't be allowed opinions.
No.
Honestly, the shit they come out with comparing players is mind-boggling.
And then there's someone else saying that Bloomberg put an article out this week saying that anyone under 300k should just get on with it, saying nobody said this would be fun, into talking inflation as well. So that's the another worry. Bloomberg. More Wallies of the Week.
I don't mind, right? Wally of the Week, no. But can we
But
just
what they said-
can we just have a new thing moving forward? Can we not put the opinions of quite possibly mentally unstable Arsenal fans on this channel? There was a guy that used to pay us for his opinion and we blocked him. We'd rather not have your money for your opinion because you're a dickhead. Of
course we are.
So I'd rather not listen to the rantings of Arsenal fans. Thank you very much. Go on, who's your Wally of the Week?
I've not been on for a while, so I'm going to go for whoever made the Mancunian away 30 mile an hour. The Mancunian way is now 30 miles an
When
hour.
did they bring that in?
Shit.
About 3 weeks
Oh
ago.
yeah. Now listen, it's been brought
get that
in
memo.
because there was a huge. I think there was a collision on it.
Yeah, but it's not
And
because
then- so
someone was
they
going
went-
50.
No, someone's
Someone was
going
going 85 down the end of it, and that's what happened.
You're way faster than that now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, but do you
surely.
think
It's 30
it's
now.
a 30, but no one goes. No one's going 30.
No, I
on
know.
it.
It's a motorway.
It's now 30 mile an hour, Steve.
It's 30 miles. No one's going 30.
So
on
there
it,
you
though.
go.
Some people
To be
know
fair,
with Arsenal fans.
every time I do get on there, it's about fucking. If I could go 30, I'd be happy.
I know, exactly. My Wally of the week, I don't want to get all political. But
Yeah, you do.
Yes,
That's
you
literally
do.
what
You
like to
really do, Jay.
That's what people say before they get political.
Rishi
I'm not
Sunak.
racist, but-
Rishi Sunak is taking the living piss out of us all. And the only reason he got into politics, right, because he's a multi-millionaire and his wife's one of the richest people in the country. The only reason he's on 80k a week job is so he can stiff the country and make his friends rich. That's literally what he's doing.
Richer.
Richer, thank you. So, yeah, he's my Wally of the week. Probably
can we
from
not
now
have
until the
Didn't
end of
like-
the season.
The guy whose responsibility is to know what people are into didn't know his missus. How loaded are you if your missus has got a £500 million stake in something
Yeah.
and you was like, well, I didn't know that.
Did you see him as well doing the bloody
the
buying
contactless
something?
thing.
Like putting that on the card machine, his can of Coke.
Joe, he borrowed
Right.
he borrowed the Kia from a Sainsbury's employee.
This
Like,
literally happened.
he's pretending
That
to
literally
be a human being
Yeah.
because he doesn't know how to be one. He's never handled money because he doesn't need to. He's never bought anything at a shop because he doesn't do that sort of thing. He's never driven a car or filled it with petrol. So he's got no understanding of the struggles that we all go through. So, yeah, he can fuck off. Anyway, Stephen Howson, what have you got coming up?
Don't know.
Good. Ronaldo Brown?
What have I got coming up?
Yeah.
Not much, to be honest with you. Just living life.
Living life. Living your best life.
Best life always.
Good lad.
Not fucking off to Rome. Put it that way.
Oh,
Digs. Shots fired there at Mr. Joe Smith. I will not have any Joe
yeah.
Smith slander on this channel.
Yeah.
Right.
With a new bird.
Yeah, apparently.
I didn't say that.
Rome.
No, that's great, that, isn't it? It's made me look like a right dickhead. He's got
How long
Rome.
they been together?
How long they been together? He's got Rome with his missus. When we go, we never go away. Go on.
We've
I'm
got.
only joking. She didn't really
We'll
say
plug some. We've got new mugs coming out soon. We've got
Yeah.
new stuff,
Yeah.
new merch, all sorts of stuff coming up. It'll be up tomorrow.
that. Sorry, I did it. You out there.
Didn't
Sorry.
get me out then.
I'm just, you know.
Tomorrow, so keep an eye on that. And also membership people. If you aren't already in the Telegram thing, that's where all the Wally of the Week stuff's going to be. We're going to have more segments for this. We need you in there. So if you're a member, join the Telegram chat and everything. It's well good.
See,
Do all
this,
that.
This is what I mean when people say, Jay, you hate Tories. No, I don't. I love baggers, right? So
What do
don't
you
hate
mean?
all the Tories.
There you go.
Right. That's been Alex Bagley. Go and check him out on his socials. What's your social? I'll forget.
Baggers_Alex.
Baggers_Alex. You know where to find me in State, and you know where to find Ronaldo Brown, Ronaldo Brown 98.
Yes.
This has been the Paddock Podcast. Big thanks to Manscaped for sponsoring us. Thanks to all you guys who got involved in the comments. Thanks to everyone who watched. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.